Hey guys, welcome back to Alundra. When we last left off, we saved Wendell from his nightmare, and then we went and met Ronan at the sanctuary. Now, gonna go talk to Septimus and see if we can't learn more about our strange powers. Yes, I am pretty cool for a peasant. It's the backpack. It's not cute and yellow, but, you know, it works. Wait, that's Septimus' house. Septimus. It sounds like some kind of Roman venereal disease. Don't sleep with her. You'll get Septimus of the vagina. Ugh, that actually does sound kind of... I don't know, Greek or Roman. I don't know. What do you think, Greek or Roman? Of course, Septimus is now telling us about Sybil and Nadia. About how they have strange, dreamlike afflictions that afflict them with their afflictiness. And he wants our help to fix them and make it not afflict them anymore. Everything has changed! Yeah, I looked up the company that did this. I don't remember their name, but I wanted to see what other stuff they've worked on, and as far as I can tell, pretty much the only game that they've ever made by themselves is Alundra. Every other thing they've been involved with, they were kind of like a secondary company. Like, they worked on the Final Fantasy IV remake, the Final Fantasy IV After Years. They did, I think they may have worked on Final Fantasy III for the DS. They did the Dragon Quest PlayStation 2 remakes. They did at least 5, which was later ported to the DS. It's the same thing. Anyway, now that we're done here... Whoa! Earthquake! What is happening? If I sound like I've done this before, I have. This is the third time I've recorded this. The first time, I got sidetracked and ended up taking too long, so I was like, well, I could do better, so, you know, I did that. Second time I did this, I got all the way into the next major dungeon, and I accidentally went past this point of no return without getting a Gilded Falcon. So, you know, yeah. That irritated me, because you can't go back into that specific dungeon once you're done with it. There's a lot of dungeons like that. So make sure you get everything out of the dungeon that you care to get out of the dungeon before you leave the dungeons, because most of them you can't go back into. Olen is the sole survivor. Oh, Olen, huh? That's not good. Anyway. While we're down here, we're going to talk to this young lady. Keisha is in love with Olen. And nobody's really telling her. Here's Nadia. No, I was not sleeping, elf boy. What are you implying? That I caused the coal mine to collapse? You are wrong. Man, Septimus was right. She is on the verge of madness. She's very, very hostile right now. This is her mother. Be calm. I don't believe Alundra is accusing you. I'm not accusing her. I actually can't speak. I'm a silent protagonist. Very spiritual, Giles. I don't know, Giles? I don't know. I've actually heard it pronounced both ways, believe it or not. I know the more common is Giles, like, you know, in Buffy. But I've heard somebody say their name was Giles. I'm like, what? But he could have just been trolling us because he was from Europe. And he in the college I went to. Yeah. Found out there's a girl in the college I went to. She is from Latvia. And I found out she was like, yep, my country is the murder capital of the world. Yeah, apparently in Latvia, more murders happen per capita than anywhere else in the world by like a lot. I'm like, what the hell do y'all do in Latvia? She looked at me and she said, murder people. And I was like, okay, I'm going over here now. It was an awkward conversation, to say the least. Yes, we have no idea what the best course of action is. Help, help. I don't know. Olen does have, like, righteous sideburns going on, though. He's got some sideburns that would make Wolverine jealous. Klein, huh? Okay. Klein is the man with the crossbow in his back, in case you were wondering. He said that when Olen was brought into town just before he passed out, he whispered the word Merg. Now, Mergs are those little monkey things with the claws that we fought in Tarn's Manor. And they live in a giant tree in the top left corner of the map. And they don't apparently usually attack humans, so, you know. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yawn. Huh. They seem to be paralyzed by indecision. I don't know. Buried under tons of damp, pungent soil, would you have time to suffocate, or would you be crushed to death, like instantly? Would you just be? Bleh? I don't know. How can I justify lives to save lives? Well, we have a surefire way to get information. Alright. And that is to go into his brain. We must poke around a little bit. Okay. If Olen should perish while you yet inhabit his unconscious, you will surely perish along with him. Why didn't you tell me this before we went into Wendell's head? Seems like important information. Well, anyway, welcome to Olen's Nightmare. This is not a dungeon, really. It's a two-room place. In fact, if you try to... Jalen, with his oddly puffy cheeks. Really, where does this steam go? It's broken. Hey, it's Olen. Tell Zane to start the engine. Okay, we can do that. Now, if you try to leave, it just puts you in this door over here, so it's just 2 rooms. That's all this place is. Now, make sure you save before you come in here. Obviously, because of the fact that there is very little... There's no enemies in here or items, except for... There's 4 enemies and then 1 chest. But you have to kill all the enemies before they pull you out to get the chest. So... hopefully I can do that on the first try. I've had mixed success at it. If you do not get the chest, which has a Gilded Falcon in it, you miss the chest forever. So, you know. Alright, and remember the combination left, left, right, left. And apparently this guy does not like elves. As he said, I have a tiny elf brain. Which is kind of stupid considering elves are usually smarter than humans. These guys just say the same thing. Talk to Olen, and he'll talk about how he got a mining bomb. And a group of Merg bust through with their little shredder claws. Or are those more Sagat claws? See, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to... Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! I'm not gonna make it. No! I opened it! Ah! That's not fair. Anyway. Luckily, save states. That's why I'm playing this on my computer and not my PS3. Because I have a PS3. And, it will play PlayStation games. In fact, I bought Alundra. Yes! Did I do it? Yes! Got my Gilded Falcon. Awesome. Now, I think as soon as you open that chest, it triggers your exit from Olen's mind, regardless of how much time you have left. Not that it really matters. So, you know. Yes, there were Merg, and they attacked me. See, I'm missing diamond, I guess. Can't really say I'm missing hearts. They're not hearts. Life vessels? I mean, that's what they're called. I'm missing life vessels. Well. Yeah. Damned baboons. Get your paws off of me, you damn dirty apes! What? No. Like, they never really... I never understood why he died. I mean, is it because he's stuck in his own mind and the Merg are killing him in his head, so that's causing him to die here? Or, like, because they don't really say that he was suffering from grievous injuries. He just kind of keels over. Ow. Sorry, business at hand. Well, what does he say? The Merg are probably preparing to attack as we speak. We can only hope that our deaths can come quickly when they swarm the village. The Merg climbed through and attacked, but their hull weakened the stability of the whole mine, and it collapsed with a great roar. Say, what's going on here? Damn it. I keep getting stuck on people. I must begin arrangements for Olen's funeral. You should return to Jess's house and rest up. I'm certain you must be exhausted from the trials you've endured. No, I'm still good. See, look. Hup, 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 hup. Feel really bad for Keisha. Kisha. However you want to pronounce your name. No one will tell her the truth. I mean, how do you tell a young woman that the man she loved just died? Apparently you don't tell her. She overhears you talking about it to a complete stranger you just met earlier that day. Way to be a dick, Giles. Way to be a dick. Maybe the gods can be cruel. You just, kind of blurted out that her love... You know what? Never mind. Hope she has the strength to withstand having an idiot for a brother. The heinous Merg are in the mine? Not to spread bad vibes, bro, but Zane and Lyman are in some stinky guacamole, and that stuff's deep. Oh, Bon Air. You are not amusing. Little backstory coming up. Alundra. Not too long ago, the people of this land prayed to idols. They were material representations of our gods, you know. But then, quite unexpectedly, the king decreed that all idol worship was forbidden. The people had no choice but to comply. We watched the destruction of our statues in tears. About that time, the palace in the north lake was submerged. Sunk, actually. That was 5 years ago. But it feels as if it were just yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Since that time, we've lost the passion to create. What if the gods became angry and took our passion away? I'm not saying they did, but it certainly makes me think at night, my boy. But gods or no, I must regain my passion. You know what I'm saying? I can almost hear Olen's spirit talking to me, demanding that I make the finest weapons once more. Or even better, demanding I assist in the fight for this land. I love how he talks about he's going to make the finest weapons, and he makes a mining bomb. It's actually just a bomb, but it's used for mining. That's what they call it. A nice way to get through rocks, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. Here's the plan. I go to the mine, I see if it's safe, and maybe I let you go inside. You stay here, alright? One way or the other. I'm going to keep you alive to this. Alright. I'll do what you say. Psych!